Top 10 Fascinating Facts About the Jungle. This visual journey will take us through the 10 most fascinating facts about these ancient ecosystems, revealing surprising adaptations and natural phenomena that will change your perception of the natural world. Get ready to explore a world of wonders and mysteries, where every discovery brings us closer to the pulsating heart of our planet. Number 10. The Mystery of Lost Civilizations. In the heart of dense jungles around the world, lie the remains of ancient societies that once flourished, building complex temples, cities, and monuments, many of which remain hidden under the thick green canopy to this day. These civilizations, though varied in location and culture, share similar stories of rise and fall. From the mysterious city of El Dorado in South America, shrouded in legends of gold and incalculable riches, to the advanced Mayan cities in Central America, whose inhabitants achieved impressive advancements in mathematics, astronomy, and architecture before their sudden disappearance. The jungle, with its relentless environment and rapid plant growth, has hidden and preserved these places for centuries, challenging explorers, historians, and archaeologists to decipher their secrets. The density of the foliage and the difficulty of the terrain have kept many of these civilizations out of reach of modern science, although the use of advanced technologies like lidar, light detection and ranging, is beginning to reveal their contours under the vegetation, offering new clues about these forgotten societies. The exploration of these ancient ruins not only sheds light on the engineering and beliefs of these cultures but also raises questions about their disappearance. Were wars, diseases, climate changes, or even natural catastrophes the causes of their demise? The jungle, by reclaiming these places, has jealously guarded these secrets, allowing only sporadic glimpses of understanding. Number 9. Freshwater wealth. Jungles, especially tropical ones, are among the main sources of freshwater in the world due to their ability to capture moisture from the air and recycle it through the transpiration of their trees and plants. This process, essential for the hydrological cycle, contributes significantly to the formation of rain that supplies rivers, lakes, and aquifers beyond their natural borders. In addition to being fundamental pillars in the generation and distribution of rainfall, jungles act as natural water filtering and purification systems. The roots of the plants filter impurities and improve water quality, a vital process for the health of aquatic and terrestrial ecosystems. This ecosystem service is invaluable not only for wildlife but also for human communities that directly depend on these resources for their survival. The wealth of freshwater in the jungle also supports an extraordinary aquatic biodiversity. Rivers, streams, ponds, and wetlands harbor a vast amount of fish species, amphibians, invertebrates, as well as aquatic plants that are fundamental for the ecological balance of these habitats. The preservation of these freshwater sources is crucial for maintaining biodiversity and ecosystem services that benefit the entire Earth. Number 8. Nocturnal sounds. As night falls, the jungle transforms into a living stage where each species plays a unique role, contributing to a symphony of sounds that resonates in the darkness. This nocturnal cacophony is produced by a wide variety of animals, from insects to mammals, including amphibians and birds. Each of them uses sound to communicate, whether to attract mates, mark territories, or warn of dangers. The sounds vary in tone, frequency, and rhythm, creating a diverse and immersive auditory experience. Insects, like crickets and cicadas, are some of the most diligent musicians of this orchestra, producing sharp and constant sounds that form the base of this jungle symphony. Amphibians, especially frogs and toads, add to the mix their croaks and songs, which can be surprisingly melodic and varied. Nocturnal birds, like owls and owlets, intersperse their mysterious and penetrating calls, while mammals, including monkeys and felines, contribute with growls, roars, and other communicative sounds. These sounds are not only essential for the survival and communication among species but also play a crucial role in maintaining the health and balance of the ecosystem. Through monitoring these sounds, scientists can gain valuable information about the biodiversity of the jungle and the conservation status of these areas. Number 7. Giant trees. These colossi, which sometimes exceed 100 meters in height, not only impress with their size but also with their age, housing a rich variety of life that depends exclusively on them to survive. The giant trees of the jungle, such as the kapok, the ceiba, and the mahogany, play a crucial role in maintaining ecological balance. They act as true carbon stores, absorbing large amounts of CO2 from the atmosphere, making them key players in the fight against climate change. Additionally, their extensive roots help prevent soil erosion and maintain its fertility, ensuring the survival of countless species of plants and animals. These trees are also fundamental to the hydrology of the jungle. Through transpiration, they release huge volumes of water into the atmosphere, contributing significantly to the water cycle and the formation of rains that benefit not only the jungle itself but distant regions as well. Number 6. Isolated tribes. These tribes, also known as uncontacted peoples or indigenous peoples in voluntary isolation, have decided, for various reasons, to remain apart from global society. Their ways of life, beliefs, languages, and cultural practices have been preserved for millennia, offering an invaluable window into prehistoric ways of life and a deep understanding of the relationship between humans and their natural environment. The decision to remain isolated is not trivial. For many of these tribes, contact with the outside represents an existential threat, not only because of diseases for which they have no immunity but also because of conflicts over land and natural resources. History has shown time and again that such encounters often result in tragedies for these peoples, from direct violence to forced displacement and devastating epidemics. International organizations and local governments have implemented various policies to protect these communities. These policies range from the legal recognition of their lands as indigenous territories to the total prohibition of contact by outsiders. The existence of these tribes raises complex questions about autonomy, human rights, and environmental conservation, challenging our understanding of modernity and globalization. Number 5. Natural pharmacy. In the heart of this vast greenery hides an immense library of chemical compounds, many of which have served as the basis for revolutionary medicines. Scientists estimate that less than 1% of tropical plant species have been thoroughly studied for their medicinal potential. This means the jungle harbors an yet-to-be-discovered treasure trove of possible cures and treatments for diseases that challenge humanity. From quinine, extracted from the cinchona tree and used for centuries to treat malaria, to Taxol, derived from the Pacific yew and turned into a potent chemotherapeutic agent against cancer, the examples of how the jungle has contributed to medicine are vast and profound. Furthermore, compounds derived from the fauna of these ecosystems have led to the development of innovative medicines and therapies, demonstrating that biodiversity is not only a matter of ecological conservation but also public health. This natural pharmacy faces significant threats due to deforestation, climate change, and unsustainable exploitation. The loss of species before their properties are known is a silent tragedy not only for the ecosystem but for future medicine. Therefore, protecting tropical forests is an investment in human health and the well-being of future generations, highlighting the need for smarter and more sustainable conservation approaches. Number 4. Surprisingly poor soils. Contrary to what many might think, the visual richness of jungles is not due to the fertility of their soils, but to the efficiency with which jungle ecosystems recycle and utilize the scarce nutrients available. In the jungle, most nutrients are stored in the biomass of plants, not in the soil. When leaves fall and decompose, These nutrients are quickly absorbed by plant roots, in an almost instantaneous recycling cycle that leaves very little to enrich the soil. This closed cycle is possible thanks to the dense web of life that characterizes these ecosystems. From microorganisms to large trees, each organism plays a crucial role in maintaining the fertility of the ecosystem through decomposition and efficient nutrient absorption. Additionally, many plant species have developed specific adaptations, such as symbiotic associations with fungi, mycorrhizae, which allow them to access nutrients otherwise out of reach. The soil poverty in jungles also has significant implications for conservation and human use of these ecosystems. Deforestation and unsustainable agriculture can quickly degrade these fragile soils, leading to irreversible loss of biodiversity and productivity. This knowledge underscores the importance of practicing careful and sustainable environmental management in the world's jungles. Number 3. Flying rivers. Though the term may evoke images of waterways suspended in the air, it actually refers to vast currents of water vapor that flow through the atmosphere, similar to invisible rivers meandering through the sky. This phenomenon occurs when the dense vegetation of tropical jungles releases moisture into the air through a process called transpiration. During the day, plants absorb water from the soil and, through photosynthesis, expel water vapor into the atmosphere. The amount of water released by this process is enormous. It is estimated that the Amazon alone contributes approximately 20 billion tons of water vapor per day. The rising water vapor forms clouds and, under certain atmospheric conditions, moves across the sky driven by winds. These air currents can transport moisture over great distances, influencing local and regional climate patterns. For example, the flying rivers originating in the Amazon play a crucial role in distributing rainfall in South America, providing essential water for agriculture, hydroelectric power generation, and distant ecosystems. In addition to their impact on climate and the environment, flying rivers are a testament to the power and importance of tropical jungles. They act as natural climate regulators, helping to maintain Earth's hydrological and climatic balance. However, deforestation and climate change threaten this delicate system, which could significantly alter rainfall patterns and have severe consequences for biodiversity, agriculture, and the lives of millions of people. Number 2. Unmatched biodiversity. The unmatched biodiversity of jungles is not only evident in the variety of species but also in the complexity of ecological interactions between them. For example, symbiotic relationships between certain plants and animals are essential for pollination and seed dispersal, key processes for the perpetuation of plant life. Moreover, the dense canopy and understory offer different microhabitats that allow the coexistence of multiple species, many of which are adapted to very specific conditions. The richness of biodiversity in jungles is also vital for humans. They provide crucial ecosystem services such as climate regulation, air purification, and freshwater supply. They are sources of food, medicines, and materials. Additionally, the genetic diversity present in these ecosystems is key to food security and medicine, as many species have yet to be studied in depth and could hold the secrets to treating diseases or developing new resources. However, jungles face significant threats, primarily due to deforestation, climate change, and unsustainable exploitation of resources. The loss of biodiversity resulting from these activities is not only an ecological disaster but also a crisis for humanity, which depends on the intricate balances of these ecosystems for its well-being and survival. Number 1. The planet's lungs. This nickname comes from their unique ability to absorb carbon dioxide, a greenhouse gas, and release oxygen through the process of photosynthesis, performed by the countless trees and plants that make up these vast green expanses. Tropical rainforests are rich and complex ecosystems that cover only a small percentage of the planet's land surface, yet harbor more than half of the world's flora and fauna species. This biodiversity is fundamental not only for the health of the planet but also for human well-being, offering food, medicines, and raw materials, in addition to being a crucial source of clean and fresh air. The ability of jungles to act as carbon sinks is vital in the fight against climate change. They absorb trillions of tons of CO2, which helps mitigate global warming. However, deforestation and degradation of jungles threaten their ability to function effectively as the planet's lungs. Logging and burning of trees not only reduce the amount of CO2 that can be absorbed but also release stored carbon in the trees into the atmosphere, exacerbating the greenhouse effect.